Thank you for coming to our press con. Yay!
Okay, so we will be opening the floor for questions. So anyone who wants to ask the first question, raise your hand. No? Okay, I will ask. Alright, so this is for Jasmine. So you've done horror films before, like Resurrection and Maledicto. But how is In My Mother's Skin different from all your roles before?
Well, previously, I would usually be either the victim or the one that's terrorized in the horror films. But this time around, I'm the one that's kind of influencing the horrors of this film and the tragedies of this film. So, very interesting for me to play a non-human character and to figure out how to make the character a bit more of a, ano ba? Something to be feared but also be second-guessing at the same time. Kasi bukod sa character ni Kyle and ni James, the younger brother of Kyle in the movie, there needs to be a play of the fairy towards the audience too, right? Na keeps you guys wondering if she'll really deliver. But of course, alam nyo na yun as an audience member, kung ano talagang pakay ng fairy sa buhay nila. So, that's what made it interesting and kept it very interesting for me. And then, my goodness, the costume in itself. As in, ang ganda-ganda talaga ng gawa ni Ben and Carlo Tabihe. Ben Padero and Carlo Tabihe, our production designers and costume designers. So, shout out.
Thank you, Jasmine. Okay, next question is for Kyle. So she wants to be called as Kyle, right? So for Kyle, if I'm not mistaken, this is your first full-length film.
Yes.
And how was the experience?
It was quite challenging. As you can see from the film, Tala went through an emotional journey talaga. And we shot it not in a chronological order, so I had to find way for it to make sense for the viewers, but also not lose the emotion when we were filming it. And but thankfully, we have an acting coach. Kami yung dalawa po ni James. And syempre, ang galing-galing ng mga co-actors. So, yes, the fairy, Miss Jasmine, really helped me also to channel fear. Kahit na
talaga siya sa akin.
Rar! Yun po.
Okay, questions? Anyone? Okay, sir, over there.
Yeah. Hi, good afternoon. My name is Richard Oliveros from Lookout PH. So first of all, I would like to congratulate you for that wonderful film. But of course, Tala and the fairy plays an important role dito sa film. But I would like to ask for our lead roles here, paano po kayo nag-prepare for that role? Because of course, the fairy is very different. So, katulad nga po nasabi niyo from your previous horror films. And of course, for Kyle, napakagaling din ng pagkaka-arte mo at pagkakadala mo dun sa character ni Tala. So, I would like to know kung paano po kayo nag-prepare.
First of all po, thank you so much. Yun po, like I said a while ago, kami po ang dalawa ni James, si Bayani. Meron po kaming acting coach. And Miss Marasigan, and we worked on finding the character and making sure na tugma po siya sa setting, which is World War II. I also did a lot of research kung paano po yung children like me around that time, and yun po, I really played around the story and the environment kasi very secluded po yung place. So how would a person or a child, a teenager, would feel in that situation? Oh yeah, we did a bonding thing. So, yeah, just to share lang po, every time we do a scene, we usually push and pull each other so that we have the same energy. Ganun po yung dynamic.
Para makuha nila yung physical banter ng magkapatid, di ba? Syempre, that's hard to develop also minsan pagka hindi pa kayo ganun magkakilala ng co-actor. So, I thought that was really interesting nung nakwento niya sa akin yan. As for me naman, as the fairy, I relied heavily talaga sa costume ng fairy. 3 layers siya, and may petticoat, may tulle, tapos yung parang sikida na skirt na layer. And kailangan kasi sa fairy, mabigyan mo siya ng pagkatao na pinagkakatiwalaan mo siya, parang Santo Niño. That's why ang daming reference sa Mother Mary and sa mga holy statues na meron yung pamilya nila Tala sa bahay nila, hindi ba? So, pinaglaruan din namin ni Direk Kenneth yung tono at saka yung pacing ng pagsasalita ng fairy, kasi gusto nating hindi tayo malito na tao siya. Walang yung sing-song, wala yung paakyat-baba ng tono. So parang malumanay lang, medyo dead tone, pero at the same time inviting, warm, and still enticing para sa isang bata, kuno, na lumapit sa fairy at magtiwala. So, during look test, actually, sinubukan naming paglaruan habang suot yung garments, paano maglakad na magmukhang nagfo-float yung fairy. And medyo mahirap siyang gawin, no? Pero nasubukan namin siyang i-execute during filming also. And I hope nag-translate yun onto the screen for you guys. So, yeah. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Rich. Yes, sir. Do you have a question?
Hi, Jasmine. I'm Bernard Santos. Just ikaw, gusto ko lang malaman ikaw, ano yung mas challenging, yung manakot or yung natatakot sa pag-art?
Yung nananakot. Nakaka-challenge yun kasi hindi rin siya typical na villain or yung mga aswang natin. Dahil nga gustong lokohin ni Direk Kenneth yung audience at yung mga bata sa pelikula. Parang nalito din ako nung una na, wala palang tono. Gusto niya pala very stale and monotonous yung pag-deliver. But then how do you feel fear from that? And ako mismo, hindi ko yun mararamdaman. But then the entire tone of his film is like that, diba? Parang it brings you of a journey ng storytelling na you're waiting for that big jump scare, and you when it happens, it's when you least expect it, and it doesn't maybe happen as much as people expected, but there's a purpose for that. So ganun din yung purpose ni Direk Kenneth sa pagtakot ng fairy sa mga characters, and ang hirap nun for me. Ang hirap talaga. Okay sana kung may blood effects, yung mata, very physical yung horror, but this time it was something that I was just really not used to, or I've not portrayed prior na type of horror or seen na portrayal in my horror films.
For the two of you na lang, kasi the movie is not, hindi lang siya horror, meron din yung social commentary. So kayo, anong personal feeling nyo after doing this?
One of the things na natutunan ko from Direk Kenneth while he was discussing this film also during our festival runs abroad was that nung sinulat niya kasi ito, diba, he had in mind yung kwento ng grandfather niya, and how nung panahon na yon medyo nag-reflect din siya sa pandemic era natin, na parang nakulong tayo sa sarili nating mga tahanan, and nawalan tayo ng pag-asa, na naubusan tayo ng energy to also seek for it. And at some point, papunta na dun yung ending dapat ng pelikula. But then, may nagtanong kay Direk Kenneth na kung ang buhay ay ubos na ng pag-asa, bakit sasakyan mo pa yun? Ba't di mo bigyan ng pag-asa? Diba? So, maraming parte ng cultures natin ngayon na yung temperature is hindi natin lahat ma-control or hindi natin lahat kinakaya, and minsan nauubusan tayong lahat ng gana lumaban. Pero yun yung mga panahon na dapat mas hanapan pa natin ng paraan. Paano kahit na ubos na tayo, kahit na wala na tayong gana, tulad ng mga bata, 'di ba? we always say that children are the future. Yun din yung message dito. Diba? Sila yung future. Si Tala yung future. Naghanap siya ng future. So, yun yung gusto ko laging i-remind sa sarili ko. Pag ubos na ako, wala na akong tiwala sa sarili ko, sa mga beliefs ko, sa mga interests and mga inaaral sa buhay or failures. Always look for something to have faith and hope again. For yourself and for those na minamahal ka rin. Diba? So, yeah. Essay.
Essay.
On a child's point of view.
Ano po, interesting po sa akin yung representation ng family sa movie na to. Because we Filipinos are very family-centered. So, ano pong kaya nyong gawin para protektahan yung pamilya nyo? In Tala's case, she trusted a fairy or they were religious. So, yun po, ang reflection po sa akin ay family first talaga. In any situation, lalo na po nung World War II, ang unang iisipin natin ay ang pamilya natin.
Thank you.
Thank you po.
Thank you. Any more questions?
I'd just like to
Yes.
add to that since Kyle mentioned her family. By the way, we'd like to acknowledge the presence of her parents here in the audience.
Hello, sir, ma'am.
Hi po.
Very talented daughter you have here. Okay, any more questions, guys? Okay, yes.
Hi, I'm Roy from the Cine Geeks podcast. First off, congratulations to the both of you. Wonderful performances. But my question is for Kyle. Napaka-powerful nung performance mo. I would just like to know what percent was parang input ni Direk Kenneth and your acting coach, and what percent yung binigay nilang leeway to let you explore how you can develop the character?
Ever since po, when they got me to do the role, ang sabi po sa akin ni Direk Kenneth, it's a collaboration. So, give and take po kami. May idea siya, may ideas din ako. And I think that played perfectly naman po kasi I relied a lot on my feelings. So, gut feeling, yun po. And parang Direk Kenneth gave me the environment to do whatever I want. And pag gusto niya, syempre gusto ko rin. So, yun po, may mga aspects na nanggagaling sa kanya, which is, of course, the script. So, I believe that the script is, as actors, it's our Bible. So, yun yung susunodin natin. But it's up to us actors to put the characteristics. So, kung ano po yung mga, what's that word? Nuances there. Yun po. It was a collaborative work. And I think also my acting coach, si Miss Mara, kasi ang dami ko pong natutunan sa kanya, kaming dalawa ni James, na never ko pang nalaman, like even though I've been acting not a long time, but in theater, yun po. Thank you.
Thanks, Roy. Thanks, Kyle. More questions, everyone? No? Okay. Alright, so I think they were speechless from the person. But really great movie, really great acting, as the rest of the members of the show mentioned. So I guess maybe you can invite everyone in My Mother's Kid.
First of all po, I would like to thank you all for coming to our festan today. And I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did while making this film. Please do help us share the word. It premieres tomorrow. And yun po, sana po nag-enjoy kayo. Thank you po.
Alright, Kyle said it all, but again, In My Mother's Skin, directed by Kenneth Dagatan, premiering tomorrow on Prime Video, October 12, and this will be worldwide. Worldwide po ito. Amazon Studios bought this bago pa kami nag-premiere sa Sundance. So that's how much belief they had in this film, and we're very grateful as well because they've been so wonderful in bringing this content to the platform and sharing it worldwide, hindi lang po sa region natin or in our country. So we hope it can reach many more audiences, not just the Filipino audience, but all across the globe, and then we can churn out more Filipino films for them to watch, diba? So, yun po, thank you again, and a reminder, this is a collaboration between many different countries po, not just the Philippines, it's also Singapore and Taiwan, and Malaysia, was it as well? Or no? No, sorry. Singapore, Taiwan, and Philippines. But yes, thank you very much for coming today. This is with Beauty Gonzalez as well, and Angeli Bayani, and who am I missing? Who else am I missing? And Ronnie, Lazaro, and Arnold, Reyes, and James. Sorry, my mind is going blank right now po. Pero thank you again, and stay safe on the road and wherever you will head next today. Thank you.
Thank you, Jasmine.